Now, Wilbur, I'll show you something special. There you go, Wilbur.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Munster.
Well, Eddie, I can't sit around here tying knots all day. The car has a flat, and I promised Grandpa I'd hold it up while he changes the tire. Bye, Wilbur.
Bye, sir. Boy, Eddie, you got the neatest father in the whole neighborhood.
Jerry, look, if we can sign up this guy, Herman Munster, we'll have the greatest gimmick in wrestling since the Swedish Angel. Yeah. Why, he ties knots in steel bars. and lifts automobiles off the ground. His kid goes to school with my Wilbur. Now, I haven't met him yet, but believe me, when he climbs into the ring, he'll have the people falling in the aisles.
This Chinese tea always acts up when we put it in the Russian samovar.
Certainly it was a very nice dinner you served tonight, Lily.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Oh, the soup was delicious. But the croutons kept crawling out of the bowl.
Don't worry about that, Grandpa. They always come back.
Really? Did you read this article? It says here that 35% of the parents who want to send their children to college don't have the money when the time comes.
Oh, that shouldn't worry us now, Herman. Eddie won't be ready for college for a long time yet.
No, but it says we should start planning now. Set a little bit aside every year.
Back in the old country, we always buried a little something in the backyard for a rainy day.
Well, Eddie should go to college. After all, his father was a college man.
How long were you at the Heidelberg University, dear?
How long? I was in their medical school for 6 years. In several different jars.
Yes, Lily, your husband was a man of parts.
You know, we've got to send Eddie to college. Even if it means I have to borrow the money.
Telephone.
What?
The telephone in the hall, it's about to ring. Why wait till the last minute?
Thank you, Grandpa. Hello? Mr. Ramsey? Wilbur's father.
Mr. Munster, I have a proposition to make you.
Really? A proposition?
I hope that's not another salesman on the phone trying to sell cemetery plots. We have enough trouble making the payments on this place without thinking of resort property.
Well, I could use the $200 or $300 extra a week, but wrestling? My goodness, what would my family and friends think?
If it's your friends and family you're worried about, nobody has to know. We'll put a hood over your head and bill you as the masked marvel. It'll be a great gimmick.
The masked marvel? You mean nobody could see my face? Well, I sure could use the money. I just might go for it. Listen, Mr. Ramsey, just give me a few days to get in shape, and I'll get in touch with you. Mum's the word now. Bye.
He ties knots in steel bars and needs to get in shape.
Our problems are solved. When you grow up, you're going to go to college after all.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Now maybe you'll grow up to be half the man your father is.
Oh, boy.
You're going to be your daddy's big, smart, successful son.
Hey, Dad, do it again, will ya?
There goes Uncle Herman with that pounding again. I wish he'd tell us what he's doing down there in the lab.
He's been spending most of his time down there now for 3 days.
He won't even let me in. He says he's just in training for his new job.
I wonder what he meant when he said it's night work.
There's only one decent kind of night work I know of. I haven't done any since I left the old country. Ah, for the good old days on a graveyard shift.
There he goes again.
Igor, will you go away? Can't you see I'm busy?
It's not Igor, Herman. It's me. I just had to fly down here to see what you're up to.
Grandpa, don't you know that curiosity killed the bat?
But satisfaction brought him back. Oh, wrestling. Now, this is the night work you've been coming down here training for.
Grandpa, I didn't want anyone to know. Some promoters offered me $300 a week if I'll appear as the masked marble.
The masked marvel. You a wrestler? You won't even draw flies.
Oh, on the contrary, I'm sure I will.
But why you, of all people, lowering the Munster dignity?
Because I want my son to go to college.
I misjudged you, Herman. But don't worry. I won't tell anyone your secret.
Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you. But now I got to be sure I'm in shape. I'm doing the arena tonight. I guess I'd better quit. I don't want to overtrain.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the featured match of the evening on our all-star wrestling card, presenting on my left at 270 pounds, standing 6'4", our local champion, Tarzan McGurk. And as his opponent tonight, Tarzan takes on a newcomer weighing 387 pounds, 7'3", a mystery mangler, the Masked Marvel. Your referee for the main event this evening will be Tiger Joe Mars.
How do you do? Pleased to meet you.
Huh? Back to your corners.
All right, here we go. Tarzan McGirt, the Masked Marvel.
Grandpa, do we have to watch wrestling?
Well, I just thought wrestling might be nice for a change.
Yeah, leave it on. Wrestling's my favorite show.
Begin to circle one another as each looks for an opening. Tarzan McGirt plants on his famous headlock. Yes, there's action here tonight.
Hey, that Tarzan guy's neat. He always plays the good guy.
But that other fellow with the mask, he's so much bigger.
Working hard at it. The sleeping giant has come to life.
Look at that big bully.
Come on, Tarzan, don't let him do that.
The Masked Marvel is really mad. It's the Masked Marvel is really something. He has completely dominated the match. Here we go. And just look at him go at Tarzan.
No, come on, no!
He's such a brute, I can't watch. What's he doing?
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, now the Masked Marvel is really mad. Look as though he has a chance. The Masked Marvel is really something.
Certainly glad that Masked Marvel got the worst of it.
I am too. They shouldn't let a big bully like that in the ring.
McGirt won. I can't understand it.
I do, Grandpa. I think the bad guy was supposed to win. But that Masked Marvel's so dumb, he forgot he was the bad guy and let that good guy win.
Oh, well, I'm not feeling so well. I think I'll take a ride in the car. And on the way home, I'll pick up Herman from work.
Grandpa, couldn't you just give us a little hint about what kind of work he's in?
I'm sorry, Lily, I can't. But I can tell you this, though. That boy is sure starting at the bottom. I can't understand it, Herman. I saw the match on television. I haven't seen such a dive since I was forced down by a vulture over Transylvania.
I just couldn't help myself. Every time I got Tarzan McGirt down on the mat, he talked to me.
Talked to you?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have the heart to beat him. Do you know that he's supporting 4 children? And that his wife's sister's living with him? And that he has to send his sick grandmother in Ireland money for medical expenses?
What kind of medical expenses?
Oh, it's pathetic. She's too poor to afford a doctor. So every week she buys $9 worth of moldy bread and makes her own penicillin.
And for this, you threw the fight?
I didn't throw the fight. I just couldn't be mean to McGirt after he told me all his troubles. He's really a very nice man.
His troubles? What about your troubles? Eddie's education is at stake. You've got to climb into that ring, son, not as Herman Munster, but as every proud father fighting for his little boy. This is not just a wrestling match. This is a shining crusade, a contest on the battlefield of life that will leave you a stronger and nobler person.
Really?
The next bum comes along, get in there and kick him in the teeth.
Boy, you should have been here last night, Pop. We watched wrestling on television.
Yes, Herman, they had some big, awful bully called the Masked Marvel.
Yeah, he was clobbering some guy smaller than him. But then the masked marvel turned chicken and rolled over on his back.
I've never seen anything like it, Uncle Herman.
Yeah, Pop. You should have been here to see that big dope coward.
Yeah, I should have been here.
How could he be here? He was away working on his new job.
That's right. I can't be in two places at once. Anymore.
I've been looking up colleges for Eddie for when he grows up, and I want to go over them with you.
Please, Lily, let's just see how the new job works out before we decide on a school.
Herman's right. One thing at a time. You know the old saying. No sense in putting the hearse before the horse.
I tell you, if I lose this match, my son has to drop out of med school.
Good heavens, man. Why didn't you tell me?
Break it up! I said break it up!
But if they repossess my sister's banjo, she'll be kicked out of the Boston Symphony.
Really? I had no idea.
But I gotta get my kid put on a plane for to Africa. Albert Schweitzer needs him.
Hey, boss. When you gonna dump this Munster guy? He's lost 8 matches in a row. Even the crowd's getting tired of booing him.
I've got one more gimmick that might appeal to the fans. Beginning tonight, I'm offering $50 a minute to any cluck from the audience for as long as he can stay in the ring with the Masked Marvel.
What is it I'm supposed to do again, Mr. Hanson?
Strangler, you saw the sign outside. $50 a minute for any amateur who stays in the ring with this guy. Well, tonight you walk up like any schnook from the audience and toss him around for about 25 minutes.
Yeah, but this guy's pretty big. What if I can't handle him?
Well, how did you handle the other guys? Iron Man Mallory, Benny Sampson, and Charlie the Choker.
You put sleeping pills in their drinking water.
Hey, so tonight I do the same thing to the Masked Marvel. I'm going to dump this whole bottle in the water cooler in his dressing room. He'll be so groggy, your biggest problem will be keeping him awake during the match.
You're sure a smart fella, Mr. Hanson. But ain't this just a little bit dishonest?
$50 a minute. We walk out with $1,250.
I withdraws the question.
Oh, Eddie, you're not going to turn on wrestling again tonight. I don't think I could watch that Masked Marvel one more time.
He's nothing but a bully and a coward, and he loses all the time.
I know, but the paper says it's amateur night. I just want to watch this one match. Who knows? The big dope might win this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, a non-professional from the audience, Mr. John Smith versus the Masked Marvel for $50 a minute.
Boy, this is going to be good tonight. I hope Grandpa gets back in time to see it.
It's the Masked Marvel and the challenger from
Wait a
the
minute, Eddie. Isn't that Grandpa there? Well, it is. I didn't know Grandpa was this interested in wrestling.
Looks like a battle of titans here tonight, folks. This is really a match, folks. Wow! Maybe an amateur. If he ever manages to sit on that Masked Marvel, the match will be over.
Wow, that John Smith is murdering him.
Smith is really
Look at that big oaf. He's not even fighting back.
Don't let him do that. Stay with us, Strangler. strangler. What kind of a sob story did this guy tell you? You're letting him kill you.
Who's letting him? I can hardly see him. I'm so sleepy I can barely stand up.
That's Mars.
Marion, doesn't that sound like Herman?
Yes, it does, Aunt Lily.
Hey, that is Daddy.
Heavens to Betsy. This must be the night work he's been doing.
Come on, Pop. Climb him.
Come on, Uncle Herman.
Come on.
Do that to you.
Don't let him hit it. Come on.
Come on, Murphy. Give it to him, Strangler. The bills are working. We got it made.
Murphy? Strangler? You mean that Strangler Murphy who was suspended in Chicago for bringing tire chains into the ring?
No, just spilled out. That's John Smith. That's who it is.
Oh, you brought a ringer in, huh? That's Strangler Murphy. He's no amateur. It's a frame-up.
Uh-oh. What's Grandpa gonna do?
I don't know, but he better do it quick.
Play games? I'll show you how to play games. Abracadabra, ipsy-dosy, alakazam, and Bela Lugosi.
We gotta stop the fight. Are you kidding?
No. There's a fire broke out in the storage room out back. Ella and the boys are trying to put it out.
Look, this is the best attraction we ever had. Tell them to close the fire door. That ought to hold it back till the fight's over.
But do.
Go do it, will you?
Bombs away, Herman.
We got a little fire out in back.
Really?
Yeah. You got to make an announcement to clear the arena.
I'll try.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to leave. You see, quick enough for you, Mr. Ramsey? Mr. Ramsey? Mr. Ramsey? Mr. Ramsey?
Last night at the Meadowbrook Stadium, a newcomer to the wrestling game, Herman Munster, persuaded a capacity crowd to clear the building in 5 seconds flat, thus preventing a panic when a small fire was discovered backstage. Fire Chief Davenport has awarded Mr. Munster the city's annual $1,000 Fire Safety Award for his heroic action.
Oh, that's wonderful, Uncle Herman.
You must have done some quick thinking, dear.
I don't really remember too much about it. I was kind of groggy at the time. I guess in the emergency, I just said the right thing.
And you would clobber that other rescue, Pop. You're the bravest guy in the whole world.
Thank you, Eddie. But Eddie, I did it all for you. And that $1,000 is going in our vault as a beginning on your college fund.
Gee, thanks, Pop. You're swell. Toss me up in the air again, will you?
All righty. Up we go.
Don't worry, Herman. Have your hot cakes. He'll be down before breakfast is over.